My son's name was Sincere Malik Melvin. We chose Sincere, one, because we tried for 2 years to get pregnant, and so it was like, you are here out of sincere love. And he was just joy for us from the very beginning.
Sincere and I met freshman year of high school in a history class, and there was this activity where we had to go around the room and introduce ourselves to 12 people. So Sincere was the first person I introduced myself to, and he was like, "Oh, my name is Sincere," and I started laughing because I was like, "Oh, like whose name is Sincere?" And he was like, "My name is Sincere." My nuttiest memory of Sincere is definitely when he walked into prom and he was just wearing that yellow suit. He turned all the heads. I didn't even question him because, you know, I knew that's who he was. He was different. He stood out, and I loved him for that.
My husband, his stepfather, took him to take his senior portraits. I wasn't there. I knew what he was supposed to be wearing, didn't think anything of it. The proofs come home and I open up the senior portraits and there are pictures of him and his horse head. And, and when I yelled, "Sincere Melvin, what did you do?"
Sincere and I joked about, you know, like killing ourselves a lot when things got tough in senior year. Looking back, there's probably some warning signs, but, you know, I didn't know that.
One of the things with suicide is that they are very good at hiding when maybe they're at that point, because obviously if someone knows, you're gonna stop it. And we knew maybe a year and a half before Sincere ultimately took his life, we had taken him to the doctor and he had expressed that he was thinking of taking his life, and we admitted him into adolescent psychiatric unit. The morning that I found him, my husband and I were talking and saying, I think we have turned the corner. That's the thing about mental health, is that it can change instantly. And so it went from that morning, this is the beginning of a new chapter, we've turned the corner, it's going to be great, to now we're having the conversation of, you know, whether we take him off life support. So we just kind of ignored maybe what were obvious signs looking back. What parents should do is be vigilant, ask the questions, ask your kid, how do they feel? Pay attention to what they say. Because if we leave it in the dark, we don't talk about it, we end up sitting where I'm sitting.
Suicide's not something to joke about. Because one day you're joking and the next day you're grieving.
If you or someone you know is thinking about suicide, please talk with an adult or call the Grassroots Crisis Hotline.